Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess I wasn't live on YouTube. Whatever. Who cares? Twitch shot first. So, uh, there we go. Good to see everybody. Mojo Muffin, thanks for the follow. Whoa, we're getting okay. So today we are going to be. If I pasted a deck link, when I look at it, Elk, you and I go way back. So yeah, if you posted something, I would for sure look at it. 100%. After all, you know, you and me go way back. So audio sounds good. You guys want to see something cool though? I learned how to do a little fun trick. Holy based, I love favoritism. Yeah, exactly. What up, Jack? What up? What up, everybody? Let's first show you guys the cool trick I learned how to do. Oh, that's the wrong trick. I just deactivated my camera. No. This is the fun trick I learned how to do when I go here, and then I do this, and then I do this. I'm like invisible. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I know it looks a little horrible, and let's be honest, it is a little bit horrible. But it's actually really funny when I turn on. Like, look, I got the void behind me. Isn't that cool? But anyway, oh yeah, Patreon link. Don't worry, King. I'm getting you. Let me. This is a fun trick. Explodes. Let me throw it in the. Can I like pin stuff? Maybe I can. Bink. And then. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so good. I'm the best. All right, and then on Twitch, I'll do the same. Bink, bink, and then pin. There you go. So yeah, it's competitive rates. You know what I mean? I'm not like a car salesman. Love your content, man. I just discovered you. Thank you, Fizzy Freak. We're all just hanging out, having a good time. Dude, my little eyes are so itchy sometimes. Base. All right, let's see. I'll click on the elk deck. We'll do this as a little treat, as a little warm up. How's that? So I can get in my head about things. All right. We got a couple of decks to review today from last week that I didn't review quite yet. And so we're gonna want that. I think you guys on YouTube. Sorry, I'm just pausing all my little stuff. You guys can, in fact, text to speech. Theoretically, if you're on YouTube, you can super chat to get it automatically read. Is how I set it up. Theoretically speaking. If it doesn't, I'll just read it out with the little text-to-speech thing. Anyway, I don't have enough power yet on Twitch to do like the fun bits or whatever. So if you want to help me, you can move from YouTube over there, or just have them both open like a freak and get both of them. Anyway. So while we're here, let's do a little no, and then watch this. Theoretically. Oh, maybe I need to crop it more. Oh, wait, hang on. Watch. I go into here, and then I can turn invisible. Not invisible, but I become like a ghost. Like, I'm like see-through. Do you see this? This is awesome, right? I think this is sick as hell. I'm like a specter. I don't know how to make it so that I'm like solid, like I'm corporeal. Yeah. So we're having fun. All right, let me make myself a little bit bigger here, because I'm God, I love this. Don't at me about the dark mode. This is how Elk sent me it. Okay, so I'm a ghost. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm a little ghost guy. And we're having a good time here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this way you can look at all the cards. All right. So, Elk has a Safari. Elk, what do you even want me to do with this deck? You know what I mean? What do you want me to warm up with? First of all, mono white. What are we doing? Mono white in the Lord in the year of 2025? Oh, okay. A deck you might take apart unless I can save it. Okay. So I assume you have a bunch of cheap little flying freaks. And then using Safari, you cheat them out, basically. Wrote a blurb. If I scroll, I think mine is the down version. Maybe it's not. Where my little. All right. It's no primer. You're making me look like a fool. see the primer. Dog, if I click on the primer, there's no primer. You're washed up. In the Twitch chat, LOL. My God. And I'm doing you a favor by doing this. Okay. All right. Okay. Flying weenies to stacks the table, then cheat out Safara, then Voltron with Safara is the joke. One-sided board wipe, game plan pivot. All right. Okay. First of all, this ghost thing is freaking me out a little bit. I'll be honest. I think it's really fun, but it needs work. So I'm going to just be green. I think it's funnier that I have a green than I'm just green. Oh my God, I just burped so hard. Okay. Let's see. So you got little flying guys. You got little dinkies, right? I think, what's the one? Do you have it in here? I have a buddy who has an angel deck, which is quite similar. Not quite similar because we all agree stacks is not fun, but there's the little enchantment that's like, hey, if nobody hits you, you can make angels and stuff. Just use all those little, like, make a bunch of angel tokens and then use those guys to cheat out the bigger angels, right? I don't know. Other creatures with flying have indestructible, nasty. Yeah, and then you just go, yeah, Luminarch Ascension. Thank you, Kay. Very, very goated. Yeah. Flying. This deck just, like, scares me looking at it. Like, this is tough. It's also on Moxfield, and I feel like I'm not good on Moxfield. Like, I don't know the commands. No, it's fun. Trust me, bro. No more ghost. We can go ghost, guys. We can go ghost again. Okay. So someone first time chatted and they want the ghost. Okay, I feel bad. I kind of like it too. All right. Oh, what the hell? Now I'm not as ghost as I was before. What's going on? That's weird. Huh. Okay. I'm still pretty ghosty. Okay. Have we considered not playing this? Can we just, like, disassemble it and scrap it for parts? You know what I'm saying? Which is what you were trying to save it. I think this is beyond saving, if I could be honest. I think there's way more fun things to do than this. You pivot hard. You make it Cloud. You put Cloud in the command zone. You tutor up like all the equipment, give it to him, and then he's flying, and then he's good. And then this is a better deck. Exactly. You can give him a Angelic Destiny, right? And then it's like Cloud, and he's your angel. So that could be fun. Because I was gonna say, like, this would be better as it'd be fun as like a wonder. You just throw wonder in the graveyard, everything flies now. I don't know. I think it's funny and goofy. But this elk deck, we gotta get it out of here. Get it out of here. I'm done with it. Yoink. We're done with it. And now we're back to this. And we're gonna turn back on. See, that's the one thing I was trying to figure out how to, like, just make it so it transitions back and forth. So I could go back to human, back to ghost. Because now we're gonna look at one of our first legitimate decks. All right. And by legitimate, these are viewer submitted decks via the Patreon. And it is I looked at just a couple of them because they are some wacky ones. All right, we're gonna start with the wacky one first. All right, let me just say, Universes Beyond the deck. Okay, oops, Bink. There we go. This deck, according to the primer, wanted everything to be Universes Beyond, right? I'm like incorporeal. I don't know why I'm so much more incorporeal when I do it that way. Which is funny. Because if I, like, no, I'm not as ghosty. Oh yeah. I'm still whatever. I'm not gonna mess with the ghost thing anymore. I think it's hilarious and we're gonna keep it. So let's see. Yeah. So the primer was basically fun Universes Beyond stuff. And winning. They were having a trouble winning. My lips are so. My lips are the only thing real about me right now. This is hilarious. Okay. All right. We're having fun. I'll bring it back, but I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be serious right now. Yeah, Star Knight, don't worry. We're getting to you. We will get to you. Your deck is on here. So they needed win conditions because their only game plan was using like Zenos to flip over onto his backside and win the game when somebody loses. And yeah, that's not a super good win condition here. We wanted a little bit more. It was either that one and then one other card I think he said was his, oh yeah, his other finisher, the Ramses Assassin Lord. So we need Universes Beyond and we need more win conditions is the general idea behind what they're calling me in for. Now, luckily, there's plenty of Universes Beyond now. And the color identity is Dimir, I believe. It's looking blue-black. So we're limited in that sense. But any sort, even Secret Lair looks like is on the table. And according to some people, Baldur's Gate is apparently Universes Beyond. Take that how you will. I don't think it is in my head. And so we can look at some of those cool stuff. So you just kind of need more ways to win, let's be honest. We got a couple of things in the maybe board, but I'm gonna look at it in the type way so I can see things. You've got this guy, cast a historic, draw a spell. Okay, can't be blocked. Put +1 counter on him. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kay. I think it is like universe, like it seems pretty in universe, to be honest. But the guild gates and like the gates in Baldur's Gate, I think are like different. I digress. Yeah. A good thing to note, this deck is like proxy. He did say that this is like a proxy friendly deck. And so we can put in the Megatron. But the Megatron that's Blightsteel, right? You know what I mean? We could put that guy in there, right? If you're not afraid. If you're not afraid, you're not a little coward. You could throw in the Blightsteel, that's the Megatron, which is valid. Even though it's sort of, you know, I'm just going off of what they've told me. So, Blightsteel, throw that in there. That's a win condition. Now we're up to 3 win cons. Blue black. Yeah. I mean, you have him in here, don't you? Do you have Gary? He just came out. Let me see. Gary. Because everyone loves Toxrill, right? Because you just make a bunch of slugs and then you just have like Dimir good stuff going on, right? Yeah. We'll put it in the maybe board. Because I like it. And it's Gary. It's Gary the Snail, you know? Let's see. Maybe the Swords of whatever, since they got Assassin's Creeded. Yeah. I think that'd be good. I'm just trying to. Is there the FF? Yeah, Strixhaven Stadium. I don't think so. Yeah, we could throw that in there. Strixhaven. We're going back to Strixhaven, right? I'm pretty sure. I was in Vegas, and I'm pretty sure we go back to Strixhaven at some point. Point counter, deals combat damage, 10 or more point counters. Yeah, that's a win condition. We put it in there. First time chatter, Finn H. I'm your biggest fan, King. Thank you. Love to see it. You know, you seem like a cool guy. Love to see it. Let's see. We got lander tokens, fire crystal. Yeah. Oh, this is a different, completely unrelated. Love that. Toxic Gaming. Guac, love your vids. Happy to see you live. Thank you. Kisses on the lips. Just for that. I don't know. I'm going ghost again. Mink. Oops. Mink. Oop. I just turned off everything. There we go. All right. Can't wait for my D&D session after this stream. I'll make sure that you are hyped up about it. So let's see. Not the libs. The libs. Okay. Abiotic Factor. Yo, no shot you're playing Abiotic Factor. Me and my buddy actually just got into Abiotic Factor. He was really mad about it. Not mad about it, but he was mad at me because I took like pacifist and I just took everything that made me bad at combat and then I just stay behind at the base and stuff. Don't Gary and Megatron seem too high CMC? Maybe. I mean, like Blightsteel, yeah, he's a late game big boss. But Toxrill is really good when he's out. And so he's like a board wipe because everyone is gonna get like die because of the -1 counters. And you're gonna get, you get stuff. It's a good card. And you need more stuff. And as someone said before, Toxrill will make you win because your opponents don't want to play the game. It's pretty much how it works. And for the most part, it seems like you can protect him because you got counterspell, you got the where's the other one? Reverse the polarity. Like you've got enough counters that you can get around some stuff, to be honest. Yeah, Gary is OP, don't question the Gary. Both Garys. Yeah, Gary, this one, and then Gary, the other one. Space Godzilla. Like, you've got a bunch of stuff in here. This thing's sick. Yeah. Wow. This is insane. Yeah, I think Blightsteel Toxrill. I think this deck could probably use. You've got Relic of Legends, which is cool. And you got a bunch of legendary stuff. Yeah, you got the sneakers. I'm trying to think if there's any other Blitzball, water. Dino DNA is pretty good. Toxic Deluge, obviously. Vizzini. Is Vizzini. Wow, I haven't looked at these in a long time. I forgot they even did a Princess Bride thing. That's awesome. Progenitus, best deck. I agree. Every deck should be Progenitus, with just different takes. Yeah, it took a lot of searching to get everything. I agree, Scourge. This is your deck. This is Scourge's deck, by the way, for those of you in the YouTube chat. Hi, just tuning in. Where do we submit decks? If you see the pinned comment of mine, it's the Patreon. You can go. And most likely you'll be in the next stream because I've already got these ones locked in from last time. And so, yeah. So blue-black, trying to get some win cons. Yeah, I like the Toxer. I like the Blightsteel. I like, if you want to get freaky, you can go with the, is it Out of the Tombs? No, there's a Necron. It's not going to show up, but it's from the Necron precon. You guys know what I'm talking about? I think there's like the world it's not Out of the Tombs. There's another you win the game with Necron power. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But any deck could use a Shard of the Void Dragon, I think. Not this one. It's the other guy. Shard of the Nightbringer? Yeah. Again, big high CMC. I don't care. You maybe put it in the deck. But when you cast it, target opponent loses half their life rounded up. And you gain life equal to the life lost that way. I think it's sick. I don't care. Because it's cool. And it's, I'm giving you some big mana options. Your commander's pretty cheap. You get card draw off the historic spells. And, most of these things are all historic anyway. So yeah, Strixhaven's another win con. As a land you can throw in there. Plus you make your commander unblockable, right? Can't be blocked. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another potential one. Because your commander is doomed to get removed, right? You want to, yeah, okay. So you got the sneakers on already. The soul ring. Anything cool from Fallout that I'm trying to remember? They're what is it? It's the mew 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 mew. I can like zoom and enhance and like destroy stuff. There's like Gravestorm, right? What is that? That's not what I'm thinking. That is completely wrong. You know what it is. Vrat. Yeah, there it is. It's Vats. Thank you. God, you guys are so good. V A. No? Maybe it's not. They seem to have a lot of movement. I mean, toxic, you can get the treasure tokens for Revel. Yeah, I think Revel, I'm almost positive Revel has had some sort of Universe Beyond or Secret Lair at some point. Revel in. Maybe. Let me see. Let me see. Let's look at all printings. There we go. Whatever the fuck this is. Right? This little raccoon mode. Maybe. We'll put this one in the there we go. We'll put this weird one in the maybe board. Because I have no clue what's going on. That's Bloomborough. Oh, it is? Yeah, I guess it. Yeah. Whatever. We'll put it in there. Hi, missed the last stream, but at least you get to see this one. Yippee. Let's go. Nice. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. D A T. Split second. Equal toughness. I don't know. I like this card. This card's cool. I don't know if we need this card anymore, to be honest. I think I just realized. I don't even know how to say your name. Zyvix. I'm an adult. I thought he was like a silly teenager. Teenager at heart, bro. Teenager at heart. I'm stunted. COVID did a lot of damage to the mental, if you know what I'm saying. But how could you say that? Maybe I just have like a growth hormone problem, and I'm actually 12. How does it make you feel, huh? Now you should. That's it. How could you? How could you say that to me? Now I'm deceased. Wow. Wow. How could you say that to me? Yeah, exactly. Now I'm a ghost. Hope you are happy now. Wow. Okay. Do we have any Doctor Who cards? You could run oh, you can't run that guy. I love that guy. But you could do I like the we've got the is it Day of the Dalek? No, it's Dalek something. It's the Genesis. Oh my god, I'm so good. Genesis of the Dalek. This one. Bing. Maybe board. I love Genesis of the Dalek. It's really cool. You make a ton of Dalek creature tokens, so you get a big board. And then you make somebody either destroy all their Dalek and lose a bunch of life, or you destroy all the non-Dalek stuff, and then you get a board wipe. It's pretty good. Pretty cool. I like it. Throw it in there. But yeah, let's see. Someone said something. The basic lands? Yeah. I mean, look at some of these basic lands. The universes beyond islands, you know what I'm saying? They got the oh, they're all the piss yellow ones. That's what you meant by the piss lands. Now I get it. That's disgusting. I don't like looking at them at all. Mwahah is not in the deck because I believe that their universe is within. So yeah, there's a Genesis Dalek. I also like that one. Dalek Squadron is really cool. 3 mana, it's pretty good. And there's who's the Skulk, the master, the master. Oh my god. Oh, master hypnotist, right? Hip hypnotist. Maybe the master hypnotist. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Can we get your best Dalek impression? Yeah. Oh, I remember. I love Doctor Who, by the way. Okay. I gotta lock in real quick. We are the Cybermen. We have millions. How many are you? 4. You would destroy the Cybermen with 4 Daleks? We would destroy the Cybermen with 1 Dalek. We are better than you in every way. The only thing you are better at is dying. Oh my God. Peak! I remember watching that when I was like 12. Oh my God. It was so good. God, it's like Doctor Who's come down a lot since then. An absolute, it's just been a nosedive in terms of my enjoyment of it. Although I haven't watched Jodie Whittaker at all. Some of it was cool. I did love underrated. I'll be honest. My brother hates Peter Capaldi as Doctor. He's like, he's not young. What's going on with that? But I think Peter Capaldi is honestly like such a good Doctor. I love like Heaven Sent and whatever the other one is, where he's like punching through the fucking mountain. Oh God, I just punched my microphone. Is so good. Absolutely insane. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, Doctor Who's just so good. Anyway, yeah, this deck is looking a little solid. We upped your mana curve a little bit, and it looks like you've got plenty of like artifacts and stuff like that tap for mana, so you should be good. Plus, all these artifact things will trigger your draw a card. It can't be blocked this turn. It only triggers once each turn. Okay, so you at least get to like go 1 for 1 with your your mana artifacts and stuff like that. And you've got like Post Son of Rich. You got the mana in here. You just gotta pay life for it, which is fine. We got Starscream, who's cool. Opponents draw life. You're the Monarchs. You get extra card draw for the most part. Warring Triad is insane. Honestly, with how much you want to be running historic spells, you can throw in the Capitoline Triad. Capitoline. Come on, find it. The Capitoline Triad, because one, I think with all the removal and all the other stuff you've got going on, you're gonna get stuff into your graveyard pretty easily. And then with all your high mana stuff, because you got a lot of legendaries, a lot of artifacts, you'll be able to hit that mana value 30 or greater pretty quick. And then bing bada boom, you got a bunch of 9/9s, and that's terrifying. I'm surprised this one isn't in there already. I do think this card's really good because like everything you have is pretty much, I mean, not all these, but everything else is like artifact or legendary creature. So yeah, all these going into your graveyard with the Capitoline Triad would be really good. And then maybe out of the tombs could be good too. Yeah, if you want to do, you don't have as much graveyard like synergy, but I would just throw this in there as a potential because I think it's super sick. Out of the tombs is so cool. Because it'll mill you, put all your stuff in there. Maybe Capitoline Triad will activate, but you've also got like you're in black, so you can run those reanimates you were afraid to run before, or the they've got a bunch of cool stuff. But it's also like you could just reanimate your big things once you get to no cards in your graveyard. You also could lose the game. I don't care though, because any game you could lose the game. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be afraid of that text. Hey, I hate myself. Hey, you guys shouldn't be afraid of cards that say you lose the game because you're gonna lose the game anyway. 10 times out of 10, you already lose the game. You know what I mean? Good to see it. Okay. So that's our first deck. That's what I would say. I'd say you can hit him with the Blightsteel. You can hit him with the some Dalek Squadron if you want to run a little bit lower to the ground. But Myriad will help you get in some damage. It's got Menace. It's sick. Genesis of the Dalek means you get more and more Menace Daleks and then blow them all up. It's super fun. Out of the Tombs, I think mills you, which is good. And then when you run out of stuff, you get to put stuff on the battlefield, and that's cool. Revel in Riches, if you count it, you might not. It is what it is. Shard of the Nightbringer. Don't add this card unless you want to. I just love it, and I can't stop talking about it because it's so cool. And then, yeah, you got the Capitoline Triad, which is the one I would probably prioritize the most getting into this deck because you have so many historic permanents, historic cards, I guess. And then making all your stuff 9/9s is really good. Imagine if you have Capitoline Triad and Toxrill out. Now all those little slugs are 9/9s. That's kind of broken. That's kind of sick. And then Soulstone, you already had that there. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Now, how we doing, everybody? Are we ready for the next dive in? You guys can always you know, check that out. No problem. Awesome. Thanks so much. Hey, no problem, Scourge. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, let me put on the text real quick because for some reason you guys should be able to text to speech if you want. Let me see if anyone has. No? Okay. Maybe it's this one? No. Okay. I'm just trying to remember my commands. But yeah, you can super chat in YouTube and it'll read it out in text to speech. I bet you didn't know that because now you do. All right, this one we're diving in. They sent this one to me on Mana Box, and then I made it into the better. I love this little thing. Dink, dink. I'm not gonna go ghost. Okay, they made it. I had to make it into. Okay, see now. Watch.
Molly May said we are the Daleks.
There we go. See, pretty sweet. Thanks, Molly. You guys can touch your speech. Pretty cool. So this one I got from one. I think this is from Star Knight. Maybe. Just double check. But Extra Combat Shenanigans is basically the primer. They're doing fun stuff, it looks like. So let's, as per usual, see what they got going on. We got Sean. We got Father Sean. Father of Synths. Father of Simps, more like. Token, tapping and attacking. Target legendary, other than Sean. It's not legendary, it's a synth. And everybody leaves. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like this guy. I saw him win Final Fantasy not Final Fantasy. Fallout. Final Fallout boy. Whoa. Okay. Immortal. Okay. That's the only one I can think of. Yeah, he's cool. I like this guy. A lot of mana, but also for such a powerful effect, really good. Comes down like turn 4, really solid. Jam is lost. How do I submit a deck on Patreon? Should be able to see the link. It should be pinned. Most likely your deck will be reviewed next week. Same time though. Same time, same place. You'll find me here. If you can't make it, don't worry. It's a VOD, baby. You'll get the VOD on YouTube's, which is pretty cool. So yeah, this is bracket 4. Pretty cool. Because we're running some terrifying things in here, from what I'm seeing. But it basically is Father Sean triggering multiple times in a turn is the general idea. We kind of want to make sure that we get a lot of, active. We're getting active. We're getting active here, making a lot of shenanigans happen. So Cyberman Patrol is good because they're artifact creatures. Who would have thought? Impact Tremors, obviously making a lot of things. Perforos is good. I think we got all the extra combats, which is cool. Breath of Fury, yeah, bunch of extra combats, which is dope. Okay, we got the Godo. Okay, do we have the other Godo piece? Do we have the Helm of the Host? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Helm of the Host Godo combo. Pack it up. We're ready. We're done. You know, what more do we need? We've got the deck is perfect. LOL. No. We need. Are we still live? We still live? I don't know. I'm going ghost mode. Woo. Okay. So, extra combat phases. Yes, we're still live. Good. All right. Well, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I get paranoid. Okay. I'm still too new here. All right. Mana value. That's not what I care about. Type is what we care about. You're live, baby. Thank you, Midge the Burb. Very good. All right. We got a lot of artifacts already. We got a lot of creatures. I think some of the fun ones. The first combat. Who's the one that enters and we get another combat? There's a bunch of them, I think. Wow. Yeah, for the first time each turn. That's pretty broken. No. Because you almost go infinite with Godo, right? You go infinite with Godo anyway. Yeah. He died so young. I love that. Atali's good. That's crazy cool. Commander. This is a questionable one, I think. Suppose your opponent's cast to target one or more commanders. I feel like this could be a better card, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure about the inclusion of this guy here. Hang on. Oh, what? How long was I out? How long was I out? Where am I? What? I don't know where I am. Okay. You guys are just too good with the. I had to. Okay. Back to the magic. No more funny business, guys. All right, back to the magic. It's a lot of instants and sorceries. It's looking like for a deck that wants to be running cool creatures. To be honest, you want stuff that protects your commander, obviously, but we can do that more with we got him in here. Okay, Vile Duplication. I think we run a absolute legend like Spark Dubby. Run some Spark Double. Dreamy Blue Gazelle, Leroy Jenkins. I'm so concerned about what you are typing in here. It's Amber. What does that mean? Think maybe board. Yeah, I think you're gonna have Spark Double. Go insane, right? Because Spark Double enters as a copy of Father Sin. Then when you attack, you get another Sean, because technically it's not Sean. I'm pretty sure, right? You know what I'm saying? I have to call my boy Attack on Cardboard, but I'm almost positive that because Spark Double is not Sean, he's named something else. You know what I mean? Or like he's a different guy. You could just get a bunch of Seans going. Because this Spark Double, right, is Sean, obviously. But then the first Sean, you target each other and you just get a bunch of more Seans. Maybe, which I think is how that works. Hey Chips, first of all, brother is everywhere. It's written all on the walls at this place. My name is Quips, dude, or Guac. But okay. A full deck of cards that have erratas would be possible. I commented a while ago, but never got made as a deck. I'm dyslexic. Okay, well now I feel bad, Jam Mosh. Hey, I feel bad now. Just kidding. Learn to read. Change the font so that it says. Anyway, I apologize. No, I think so. There's been like it depends on what you count as erratas, because you could obviously do like all the Viashinos or whatever they're called. They're now snakes or whatever it was. Like they changed like creature types to other creature types. So you could run all those and that'd be pretty easy, right? But other stuff you could run like the new fight card that just got errated, the political upset or whatever it's called. I'm about the spark double. I also thought that, but it's not the same Sean. You know what I mean? Usually when a card says its name, it's referring to that card, not any card with its same name, is how I believe it works. Someone smarter than me, comment, Google it for me, please. Because I think that's a viable strategy to make a ton of Seans. Maybe. Yeah, Sakashima. Yeah, Sakashima also is in the deck. Because for the same reason. Yeah, but Sakashima for sure says its name is Sakashima. But yeah, so you could do that cool stuff. I think a fun thing this deck can do while doing other combats. Maybe this is like a self-insert kind of thing into your vibe, but you need, honestly, I think it would be cool to run a couple of theft effects, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need all these counter spells. Let's be real. We don't need all these counter spells. We could change some of them into the into like a threaten. You know what I mean? Like Furnace Rains. Furnace Rain. Boom. Like if we get some of these effects, we can let them have their creature, obviously. Let them have it. Let them have it. But then we get 4 of them, right? You know what I'm saying? Because usually counter spells are for like the scary stuff, but it's way more fun to let them play the scary thing. Don't counter it. Borrow it for a second. Go to combat with Sean, and then you get a copy of their commander that's tapped and attacking. You're hitting them with their commander. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a fun kind of vibe with Sean. I get you. I run a lot of counters because your play group always does a lot of F shit. I get that. That's valid. Got to burp again. Goodness, I'm a burpy morning. It was burpy day. Yeah, you've got some good ones though. I think you can run if you're afraid of your commander getting like pulled, you could do a there's a couple of fun things that I'm trying to remember the wizards. It's like people who are smarter than me. It's the wizards that you can sacrifice the wizard or the bird or whatever it is to oh wait, maybe it's not as good. Is there a legendary wizard that you can sacrifice to counter spells? There is. What's her name? She's a fairy, right? She's yeah, fairy fairy fairy. That's not how you spell fairy. Fairy. Ow. I made fun of that guy for being dyslexic and I can't there's a there's a fairy, a legendary like fairy who has like undying or something like that, but you can sacrifice it to Glanalandra. Is it this one? Yeah. So what you can do is you can get oh wait, she's not a legendary. I thought she was a legendary. My bad. But the same thing stands. If you can find a blue, I'm sure there's got to be a blue creature, blue legendary that's like counter spell or whatever, right? Because then you could run those instead of some of these counter spells and use those and get copies with Sean. You know what I'm saying? And then you have like a bunch of counter spells on board. And you're like, oh yeah, you want to do that? Blow up one of my synths, destroy them, and get cool stuff going with that. Theoretically, is how I would operate. Venser. Yeah, Venser's good because you can flash them out, but yeah, Kira, Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, I'm thinking of like the legendaries though, so that we can have extra copies with Sean. Is the idea. Per champs. But you got a lot of these. You got a lot of legendary matter stuff, and you got all the right stuff going. From what I'm seeing, that this deck is already really strong. I'm usually like a little weak boy. I'm never running scary stuff like all this. Nanogene conversion is cool. I like all this. Yeah, this is the deck for you, Sean. 1 trillion. Sorry, Sean. 1 trillion, because you were in all caps. Yeah, this card is wicked cool. This card is sick. You got a lot of artifacts. Got a lot of artifacts matters. This deck is nasty. This deck is insane. Yeah. I think there's spells that make legendary. Yeah. Aggravated assault. Mechanized production is disgusting, by the way. That is insane. Is it real? Yeah, I think you can run like Spark Double, get a little bit of extra. I like the idea of taking their scary stuff because it seems like you play in a very silly pod. Does he read YT chat? I don't know, Nolan. Nola H. Do I read it? Yes, he does. I read all the chats. The only one that displays is Twitch. So if you want to see your fun text, go follow me on Twitch. That way I can also get affiliate and whatnot based. Okay. Which would be cool. But yeah, I do. Now, Brutaclad. I don't know what this guy needs to be in here for. There we go. Goodness, I'm not muted. Shut up. Shut up, all of you. I thought you guys were baiting me. I thought you guys were tricking me. That's it. I'm dead again. I died. My audio died again. Oh, fuck. All right. That bit is not funny anymore, to be honest. I think it was barely funny the first time. Is bro still muted? There is no way I'm muted still. I am not still muted. Party hat? Do not say I'm still muted. Do not say. I see it. I see the green on my OBS. I cannot be muted still. Okay. It would be funny if I still was though. Oh my god. I'm not muted. Thank you to the true believers. It's the blue clone though. What is he called? The Doctor Who I could have sworn the dude's a automaton. No. It's the blue little clone guy. Auton. Yes. Oh, thank you. I was like, what's his name, dude? This guy. He has Myriad. I like this guy. Because this guy does what you already want to do. You know what I'm saying? Adric. Maybe. If you're running a lot of people trying to kill your stuff, but you can use Adric, which is cool. Wait a second. you could use Adric to double the Sean triggers so that you get 2 tapped and attacking tokens of different things. That's kind of sick. That's kind of cool. Rose Watermark is still the old profile picture, lol. Yes! God forbid a man has some nostalgia. God forbid I know my roots. I know where I came from, bro. Anyway. Kevin Smith, I can't believe those are your first words, bro. I can't believe those are your first words. Yes, God forbid a man has a hobby. I like to read, bro. I like to keep the mind sharp. Okay. God forbid a girl catch a vibe. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Go-Go is crazy. Oh, wait, yeah, Go-Go. I like that guy. He's from the new Final Fantasy. Go-Go Master Mimicker. No. Yeah, that guy's good. What about this guy, though? The Mysterious Mime. You run Go-Go, and then all your synths do whatever you want, right? This guy's cool, because basically the more copies of Go-Go you have, you can change what you are doing. Like, your game plan is very different. Because basically, you can get so many different things. So you make a copy of Go-Go with Sean. Then you have Go-Go become a copy. So first off, slam the Go-Go down. Then Go-Go becomes a copy of Sean. You go to attack. 2 triggers of Sean go on the stack, I think, because of how Go-Go works. Or how, like, the attack triggers work. Because you go to combat first and then you attack, is how I believe the phases work. So you should be able to get Go-Go to turn into Sean, and then Sean plus Go-Go Sean to go make 2 clones of other things. And then next turn you can have your Sean make another Go-Go. I think it's pretty gnarly. That is insanely gnarly. And you can also may have Go-Go change into the thing, which means you could just keep one Go-Go behind, make a bunch of copies of them with Sean, and then all those Go-Gos attack somebody with something else. And it's cool because he buffs them and gives haste to stuff. Gnarly. It's mime time. Yeah. So I think those are the 5 I would probably add. I think Spark Double is really good because you get more copies of your commander. Go-Go's insane, as we just talked about. Furnace Reigns, you can change in whatever, but I like the idea of you take somebody, you're like one of your pod mates cards, and you get to play with those. Because let's be honest, you're not gonna be able to counter everything they have, and you want to save your counter. So, take their commander, get copies of their commanders, which is fun. Because if you're in a high-powered pod, if they're playing like a Urza Lord High Artificer, now we're playing a Lorza High Artificer. You know what I mean? Adric is cool because you can copy the Sean ability, and then suddenly you can counter stuff as well. That's pretty cool, I like to think. And it's only 3 mana. He's super cheap. Like, your curve is good with this guy. Pretty much. Yeah, I liked it. I like this deck though. This deck is already very strong. This deck is already very good. Urabrask could probably not need to be here because you only need 1. You know what I mean? You don't need like Giga Haste. I get, you know what I'm saying? The other thing I think that's cool, if you think about it, Adric you can sacrifice Adric to turn off Sean's leave the battlefield trigger, right? Sean leaves the battlefield, you have to exile all the synths. No, you don't. You just got to remove 1. You got to use sacrifice Adric to counter that triggered ability. And then you get to keep all your tokens. Whoa! Isn't that sick? Limp Biscuity, how do you get your deck reviewed? There should be a pinned comment at the top or somewhere that it links to the Patreon. It probably won't be reviewed this week, but you'll be in the queue for next week. It's the same time, 11:30, Wednesdays, and there's a VOD, so you can come back and watch all the silliness and watch us talk about your deck if you can't make it. So yeah, I think this deck is insane. Also, I am cooking. The counter your own triggered ability is an insane move. You would look like an absolute genius. Star Knight, you'll look like a freak if someone removes your Sean and you're like, let him take it. And they're like, all right, exile your board. You're like, no, I counter my own triggered ability. Insane. Actually, gnarly. Freakishly good. Rip. This is less funny than I thought. It's actually still pretty funny. So yeah, that's Starnight. If you have more questions, Starnight, you can let me know. I'm not going anywhere, but I'll be sending everybody who got their deck stuff, a copy of their deck with the maybe boards and whatnot. All right, let me double check what it is that I was supposed to do with this one because I'm confused on this one. It's the Is It deck. Is it deck? Okay. Let's see. Just optimization. Kill everyone in 1 to 2 turns once the commander comes out. Sounds good. Sounds good. Easy enough. We can make that happen. Bink. All right. That's mine. Oh, looking at advice on tips. Okay, Is It Storm? Yeah, not Is It Storm. Cool. Well, it's not Is It Storm because first of all, you got a little green guy in the battlefield here. All right. Trample, 3 or more spells. Becomes a this is insane. This is so cool. All right. Awesome. Giga-Guac brain. Yeah, I do have a big brain sometimes. All right. Howling Abomination, aka Ferocious Fiend from the lovely Street Fighter games. Now let's take a good old look at what we got here. It's not Is It Storm. So you want your commander to come out and just go absolutely insane. You got the good guy. I love Osier Oxeneel. Gutter Snipe, Fire Inscription, bonus round. Card thumb list. All right, one of the really cool ones that just came out actually is called, I love this card, and I'm trying to put it in all my red decks. Pain for All. So Pain for All says, hey, when this aura enters, enchanted creatures deals damage equal to its power to any other target. When it's dealt damage, it deals that much to each opponent. So this card is insane in this deck because you basically just pump up Blanca or whatever his unit, whatever his Christian name is in Magic. I don't remember. And then you hit him with the Pain for All, and then all of a sudden, you're just like, you don't have to swing. You know what I mean? You could just boom and disintegrate somebody from the universe. It's also really good because he gets stronger just from getting a Pain for All. Even if you don't have a ton of things to use him for, or like things to target him with, you can just like hit him with the Pain for All, which is really cool. And absolutely, yeah, I think this card's insane for the deck. Then does 2 damage to each opponent. So this guy's kind of like Vivi almost in the sense of like you do damage to each opponent. Yeah, what's up, Uncommon Knight? And would love to see you make a Gargo's Vicious Watcher deck and you just fight dudes. I like that. I like fighting dudes. How many? I think I could probably take one adult, maybe one adult guy in a fight, maybe. And that's if I have the element of surprise and prep time like Batman. You know what I'm saying? Because Batman can fight way above his class. So I could say it's only fair that I could probably take down one regular man if I also have prep time. You know what I'm saying? Prep time is kind of like the great equalizer. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's look at the stuff. You got to be running a lot of cantrips, obviously. Yep. A lot of cantrips, Okay. Do we have the goat among goats? Little dwarven guy. He is the little dwarf guy. Kiln, Storm Artist. What's his name? Storm Artist. Storm Kiln Artist. There we go. Kiln. There we go. The goat. Storm Kiln Artist. This is great. You got. Oh, you already have one. You already got one. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe bored. It seems like he's already in the deck, and I didn't see him. Oh, am I stupid? Is he in here? Storm Kiln? No, I don't see him, so I don't know why he's. All right, let's group by type. Runaway Steam Kiln. Oh, he's just a different type. He's a different art. I didn't see him. Okay. Yeah, I was like, there's no way he's not in here. I'm just blind. Now I feel really bad for making fun of that person who couldn't read. I can't use my eyes. God. I'm so stupid. Yeah, Storm Kiln is really good. Urbrask, you got all the ones that do the little guy, perfect. You got the Bergie, cool. You got all the little artifact things. You got the Krark. You got that. Do we have the what is it? Grape Shot? Do we got the little what's that one? Is it Grape Shot? What's the one that's got Storm on it? There we go. Okay, you do have Grape Shot. Okay, cool. Becomes the target of a spell. Yeah, wait a minute though. This could be nasty. I honestly think like this deck already looks really good. I'd probably run a couple of like, what is it? Red Elemental Blast. I'd probably run like just a couple of these ones. The Null Blast. What is it? Null Elemental Blast. Is this one expensive? No. Like I put a couple of like these little like 1 mana poo poo instants in here just to help protect your commander a little bit more. I don't think it's like horrible as it is. I do think that you want your guy to be protected. The main move now, I think low key is find your Pain for All, because Pain for All is just so good, right? You hit him with the Pain for All, you start doing stuff. Then you Grape Shot him after you've stormed, and all of a sudden, because each of them is like he's being targeted, so he gets +2/+2 for each time he's targeted, and then each time the trigger happens and he's dealt damage, boom, 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 boom. Nasty. That's actually nasty. Now that I'm thinking about it, this deck is nasty. So now we just need more stuff like Pain for All. So I think we can go with, I'm trying to think of right? Never does the Grape Shot placement. Yeah. And he would never die. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You're locked in. So you might want, I don't know if there's any in red. I'm trying to think. There's like Gamble and stuff like that. Yeah. Kedis is a good one because mainly we want to, if we want to finish off our opponents, we need stuff that does damage to everybody, which our commander does really well because he does a bunch of damage. The only thing is he is going to take a lot of heat. He's gonna take a lot of heat. So what could be good is if he has, yeah, you got good protection like Snakeskin Veil, all these Season of Growth. Okay, draw a card whenever cast a spell that targets a creature. Season of Growth is really good. My goodness. Yeah, return the past. You could this could be, I don't know if it's too powerful, but this could be a really cool Underworld Breach. World Breach. This could be a cool Underworld Breach angle. You know what I'm saying? And then what is it? Keen Sense. Keen Sense in here? Oh, it's this one. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. We did it, guys. We made Niv Mizzet. We have now, with our powers combined, we have made Niv Mizzet. That's so fun, though. We just have, don't worry, honey. We have Niv Mizzet at home. All right. MN asked, I asked this last stream because I want to use it, but an iced out deck with white border cards would be drippy. Much love, Guac. I still use your drunk driving deck at my groups table. Thank you. I'm glad that that you're having fun, and you could definitely get a white bordered deck going. I just haven't had the inspiration for it because I only have so many white bordered cards in my own collection, so I'm like, I don't know. It's super cool though. Yeah, you get green. I think though you could honestly swap out some of the medallion, like not the medallions, but the signets, and stuff, just for a little bit of like land ramp spells, maybe like 1 or 2, just so that way we have a lot of land and a lot of mana, because that'll be our main issue. Is Blanca he comes out and he's gone. You know what I mean? and he's gone. So probably what you want is you want ramp so he can come out early, or you want ramp to the point where Blanca should come down and you should have Pain for All in hand. Is pretty much what I'm thinking. Like you don't cast Blanca because they are an instant remove. Like this guy is too good to have in the deck. There's one of the Tyranids. I don't remember what his name is. It's not Old One Eye, but I like him though. Other creatures have trample, enters, discard 2 cards. It's not as good as I thought. Yeah, I think you could replace the talismans with land searchers, to be real. Just to get a little bit better. Yeah, and you could put in a couple of little counter spells as well, I think would be the move. That way you can get just a little bit better. And most of your stuff is like 1 or 2 mana pips anyway. So you're okay. And if you got the Stormkill Artist, like it's literally most of these things are free, which is really good. Simian Spirit Guide. I think this could be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple, like I love a Simian Spirit Guide as much as the next guy, but if we're not trying to win, go infinite like turn 1, or we don't need that. Tom Higgins, first words, got to throw a Mind Goblin in there. Ban this guy. Moderators, ban this guy. 20 years. I'll see you in the 45s, brother. Get out of here. No. Narcomancer is really solid. Obviously. Yeah, you've got all the right stuff. You're doing good. I have seen some discussion though amongst the interwebs about Gutter Snipe and the Lord of the Rings one, where instead of running those, right? Because your commander already does that. Like I get that it's redundant, but when you pull a Gutter Snipe, that's 4 mana or 3 mana, right? Wouldn't you rather have another like 3 mana instant? You know what I mean? Like a fork or something cool. Fork. Show me fork. Maybe not this one, because this one's, you know what I'm saying? There was one of them that does the same effect. I'm just trying to remember what it is. But like wouldn't you rather have like a deflection? You know what I mean? Or some other sort of a spell that, yeah, you can well, we can always do reiterate's really cool. I like that one. But I also really like surprise dual caster. Dual caster. Get this guy in here. Give me a little bit of the dual caster magicthegathering, right? Because instead of having that little guy like a Gutter Snipe, right? I'd rather have a dual caster mage, right? Because for 3 mana, I can double one of my other spells, and that's the same as 2 damage. Like, it adds up. It is what it is. I also like, just because at some point Blanca could get huge. What's up with my boy Megaton's Fate though? Maybe we don't need to do that. Megaton's Fate though is really cool. I don't care what you guys say. It's a nuclear bomb. I love it. Yeah. That's the other thing though. Like damage doublers, they finish the game fast, but with so many, for each damage doubler though, you have to like invest 4 cantrips worth of mana. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 cantrips. So you're losing out on like 10 damage to then do another 4 damage. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Would be my thought on it. I think obviously the best cards are the ones that give you like mana back, basically. This deck could honestly be like a really fun Ashling. I think it's the Flame Dancer one. Yeah, Ashling is cool. So is the other one. Ashling. Show me all the Ashling. No, the Pilgrim. No, that one sounds good. Yeah, Flame Dancer is, I think, the best one. So how do I feel? Okay, sorry. Do you like the Street Fighter video games? And if so, how do I feel about Blanca? I'll be honest. I haven't played a ton of Street Fighter. I've played enough to know that it is not Mortal Kombat. That's for sure. Even though I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah. Oh, Chandra's Ignition for sure. Chandra's Ignition. I like him though. I think it's cool. I think I was born in the wrong generation. I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been born in the 80s so I could have bought Bitcoin. No, but I think I like one of the things that I wish the internet hasn't taken over is I think game arcade cabinets were so cool. You know what I mean? Like you go after school, you got your quarters and you get to I don't know. Yeah. There's Anna Geyser. There's there's another fun one I like. It is it's not a no. It's the perpetual upkeep. Get mana. What is it called? It's like Flame Right or something like that. No. Someone who knows that spell. Thank you. What was I thinking? Rousing Refrain is cool. I do like a good rousing refrain. No, there's the Braze of Fire. Thank you. Yeah. We'll put in a couple of these. Braid of Fire. I think does Braid of Fire work with this deck? Because is it only beginning of your upkeep? Yeah, because our deck is like instant, right? So we can use the upkeep mana, right? Because there's something I was like, I thought this, yeah, it works, but I have to cast them during my upkeep. Yeah, that was the thing I want to make sure. It's a potential. We have so many instants, but also the other thing is our instants are so cheap for the most part. Play by ear. What was the other one that I liked? Yeah. Chandra's Ignition is basically the come on. Chandra, give me your ignition. Yeah, Mink. It's the same thing as the Pain for All. Is he building a deck or reviewing decks? I'm reviewing. I do be reviewing. Reviewing and giving some potential inspiration is the vibe. So yeah, it's okay. I think these are some of the main ones I would add or think about adding if you want to make your deck a little bit more consistent. I think the main one, the highlight. Oh yeah. Before you leave, what's your thoughts on it? It's my most competitive deck without just auto winning. I think it's really cool. I think you don't see a lot of green red like storm decks, to be honest. You see a lot of the Is It ones. You see a lot of the like VV Cauldron. Like VV Cauldron has been taken over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And so everyone's playing VV and everything like that. I'm playing VV, but I'm not. I'm playing something way cooler. What does the Howling Abomination look like? What is this? Oh well. All printings. Yeah, let me see. What is this guy? Howling Abomination. Yeah. I think I like the other one better, to be honest. I think I definitely you definitely kind of got to rock with the Blanca. That's just so much cooler. But I think it's a really cool deck. I really like the I have what's my closest deck to this? I had built a Lord of the Nazgul or no, I built the Saruman of the White Hand where your little spells make orc armies, I think is how it worked. And your orcs and goblins and everything like that. So I've ran a similar deck to this before. Not super similar because it didn't have green, and I wish it did. But yeah, I think this deck is super cool. This deck is very powerful too. Like you get your commander out with all these little guys, you can absolutely go crazy. You can absolutely blast and have a good time. I think you have a lot of fun though if you throw in the Kedis is really good at finishing out the game. Chandra's Ignition and the Pain for All, I think, are some of the more fun ones now because now it's less about dealing damage to your opponents one after another with the spell slinger thing, and more like, all right, Blanca gets huge, all of a sudden, boom, now does like 1,000 damage. I also noticed you've got the Shadow Spear. So imagine Blanca with Shadow Spear already gaining so much life from Electric Thunder, but now with the Pain for All triggering, you can go absolutely insane. I think this deck is nuts. 100%. And really cool. Just a cool deck to have, to be honest. I like it. It's one of those things where like you hear about the decks and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. I think I've seen maybe Mudsta play that deck at some point, and I think it was sick. Combat stuff is so cool. Plus, it's also just big commander, big stompy commander is cool. All right, let me read the primer for this one. We got a Rakdos burn deck coming out. Let's see. Yeah, we got that one. Good old Rakdos pingin. This is Molly May. Molly May, I think I saw you in here. Yeah, ping in the face for loads. Avoiding game changers. Yeah, okay, so avoid game changers and infinite combos for this sick Rakdos deck. Let's take a look at it. Bing. All right. So some of the stuff they're considering already. Beyond Shards. Okay, a little bit of Dark Withering, Helm of Awakening. Prisoner's Dilemma must be included in the deck. I love it. Every time I see it, I'm so happy. Hey, Binu, first time chatter. Thank you. So cool. Yeah, Prisoner's Dilemma's goated. Reign of Gore. That's that's cool. I like that spell. Roaming Throne. Yeah. All right. So this commander won me my pre-release when I played Final Fantasy pre-release. Granted, I pulled a VV promo because I'm the best, and Lady Luck shines its fortunate eye upon me. But I also had a Kuja, so I did blue, black, red with the wizards and everything like that, and it's a ton of fun. So, yeah, if you want ping, obviously the let's go here so I could see the stuff we got. Creatures, brother, you gotta put in if you want to be an absolute freak. We gotta get the Osier in here. We gotta get the Osier, the deep it Osier, bro. Where my Osier Axonil at? Where my Osier Axonil at? Because I have a thing against damage doublers in this type of deck because they're so much. They're like basically you lose a whole turn. You know what I'm saying? But I really like Osier Axonil because for one, he is you just quadruple your damage for each wizard, by the way. Right? And I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Granted, it's a little redundant once you flip because if a wizard you control deals damage, it deals double that damage. The thing I hate, I'm not the biggest fan of in terms of how the rules work. I wish they made it so if it's your permanent doing something, you get to determine the order. Because then you could be like, all right, it sets it to 4, double to 8, and you just took like 8 billion damage. Unfortunately, because you have to have fun sometimes. Your opponent gets to decide the order. So they set it to 2, and then it gets up to 4, which is still really solid. It just means that you're not getting as much value out of Transkuja Fate Defied. Still really good though. Most of the time, it'll be like, hey, oh, my steak is too buttery. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it went from 2 damage to 4 damage anyway. So this guy's basically he flips your commander for free. He flips them and doubles them. I don't know. I like Osier Axonil. Say what it is. How do I oh goodness. How do little slip of the tongue there, don't clip that. How do I get my deck reviewed? I have a true fishing deck. If you go on the Patreon, you'll notice there is a deck submission thing. You can go and I'll be reaching out to everybody who got one for next week, basically, because I've already got all these going on right now, which is pretty fun. So, sorry, I'm just checking me little thing. Because I have like a work meeting I gotta be in. Who cares? I'm just gonna put it on mute. You know how it is. Really cool. So we got some wizards. Yeah, we got all the cool ones from Final Fantasy, which we love to see. And I like it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, surveil 1. Corsication Mage does a little bit of damage, Yeah, so this is pretty similar to actually the red-green one we just saw, where you're trying to ping people down for damage, and you're trying to do more wizardy things, right? Yeah. So, but no game changers valid. Game respects game right here, brother. Game respects game, Molly May. Blood from the Blood God. I do not care if it's not the best card ever. It's so cool. It's so good. I love it so much. It is insanely good. Yeah, we got Darkness of Eternity, which is Dark Ritual and the most terrifying art I've ever seen in my life. Fake Your Own Death is good. Force of Despair. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of spells in here. Okay. We got the little guy that makes the little land. Okay, we got that guy. We got all these. We got some of these. Cornered by Black Mages. Faithless Looting. All these. Okay. Yeah, I think this deck is quite good already. I do think, though, we could do something different. In that, what's the weakness? You know what I mean? Let's think about it. Let's do a little bit of brainstorming here. We're casting instants. We're casting spells. We don't have a lot of board state, right? We don't want... we're making wizards, obviously, that all do little things. Okay? Little wizards, little guys. Now, what if, though, we use them against themselves? You know what I mean? Like, we use some... we swap out some of these crazy sorceries, I think, because we've got a lot that just draw us cards and keep us going. I always am a big fan of using people's stuff against them. So I'm just going to throw out the Furnace Rains again. Granted, oops, who the fuck is this? Furnace Rains, right? That hit the bothersome. A little bit of that. A little bit of Decorum. Oops. Right? I think what you can do is you can go into a not like full goad, obviously, but I think this deck doesn't have, I mean, with all the instants and stuff, you have plenty of damage with Kuja. Oh, I just removed your commander. Lamau. Oops, wrong button. Am I right? Okay. No. We're chilling. But I think we have so many little guys that even if we have our commander, he's flipped, we're doing 2 damage per wizard. We have 4 wizards or whatever, 3 or 4 wizards. We're doing like 6 damage. We're trying to cast. We're trying to go crazy. That still takes a while to get going. But in the meantime, our opponents are going crazy. And I think it means we can basically use them against each other is the idea. We goad them. We get them fighting each other. Their life totals get lower and lower. Another thing you can use in a deck like this, because it's basically a race to the bottom. You're trying to burn people down. I love a Descent into Avernus in this deck. Bink. Are we able to do anything with EXP? I'll figure that out. Let me be honest. I will figure out how EXP works on YouTube because they have not told me very many things about it. But anyway, Descent into Avernus, I do think will help with the vibes because it's good. It's really good. You get a bunch of treasure. You get a bunch of like damage going. Yeah, Kay, I agree. I was gonna say I think the Carnage Connoisseur is nasty. Just in the sense that you get little creatures that you can have as blockers. you will get Death Touch lifelink, so you gain life and stay around. Shadow Brine 3. How long will today's stream be? Probably I'd say like another 30 minutes, 30 40 minutes. Hopefully not too long. Sorry, gotta join the old Google Meet right now. Hang on. Pause. Have you mentioned Geode Rager already? I certainly will. Let me just get in here real quick. Got me muted. Okay. I just don't want to. There we go. Okay. Cool. Sorry. Duty calls. Yeah, Judith is insane. Geode Rager. Geode Rager. Yeah. Geode Rager is really cool. It's a bit expensive mana wise. But really fun. I think it can go, well, what's this guy up to? Yeah. I mean, he's a lot of money, but this guy's cool. I also like Lethal Clips. Hello. You're kind of like my name, but different. And isn't that fun? You're me, brother. Who's the guy in the TV from Duskmorn? TV guy. Mr. Payne. No. Payne. No. Lord. Lord of Pain. Yeah, Lord of Pain. I'm so good. The Lord of Pain. Yeah. Oops. What's going on? Shut up. You don't know me. Lord of Pain is cool. It means your opponent's casting spells do damage to each other. I think it's pretty neat. Throw it in the maybe board if we want. Maybe board. It's one of those things where you can throw in a lot of stuff. Lord of Pain cannot hit you. Oh, it can hit you if you wanted to. I don't know why you would though. You could have it hit you. Whenever player casts the first spell, choose another target player. Yeah, you could hit yourself with it if you're a freak, I guess. If you're a monster, I don't know why you would want to, but you could. Yeah. Look at all these though. These are really good. Oh, so many instant sorceries. Of the blood god. Yeah, I think is Bergie a wizard though? Dog. Are you a wizard off the top of my head? No, you're a god. What am I? What am I doing? Boast. Who cares about boasting though? What's this? Is that a top good? That's pretty good. Yeah, Bergie. I mean, they're expensive though. Some of these cards are a little bit expensive. Ooh, there we go. Don't need that. Don't need that guy. Is the treasure wizard a guy? Yeah. Stormkiln. Stormkiln. This guy's got to be a wizard, right? Oh, he's a shaman. We don't care though. He's really good. We don't care. This guy makes money. Yeah, obviously Roaming Throne. It's one of those things where like if you run Soul Ring, you got to run Roaming Throne. It looks like Roaming Throne's already in here. So we're okay. Or at least on the maybe board somewhere. Yeah, it's in the maybe board. Or in their sideboard already. So they're thinking about it. It is mad expensive. But it's really good. Do we have any like archmages here? What does this do? No. I don't know nothing about archmages. I want to build wizards because I love wizards, but yeah, not a lot of them in the colors we want, to be honest, with the mage craft and whatnot. You've already got a lot of good options. I think Kuja, you could run more, maybe not more, but you've already got like Fake Your Death. You got so many of these. What's the I got him. He's in my head. I got him. He's in here. He's in here. Tor. Bam. There we go. I knew he's in here. Torbran. Again, one of those other like damage enhancers. That's also just good because for most of the time, you will only have maybe 2 or 3 of the little black wizards who are doing damage. So it'll be good to have some boosts. I do think we can do ooh, yeah. Good stuff, first time chatter, Mega Tyrannosaurus Rex. Very good first time chat. Very good first time chat. That is a banger first time chatter. It was my first commander. You're locked in, bro. Yeah. Torwaka the Younger also does another similar thing. And is also just really good because you get more damage. He's basically the wizard token guy, but 5 mana. But reach and lifelink. This guy's good. That guy's good. That guy's cooking, brother. My eye is immediately drawn, though, of course, to the exquisite blood. What's our exact plan here? Because for 5 mana, this guy's 5 cantrips worth to be gaining a little bit of life. I think this guy could go. If we're not gonna run Exquisite Blood and the other one, the Sanguine Bond or whatever, I don't know if this guy needs to be in here. Granted, if you have him in your collection and he's a pet card of yours, who am I to say, right? It is quite a bit of life with how much pinging he's doing. Yeah, that's fair. But what's the end goal here? You know what I mean? Like, we gain a bunch of life, but if they aren't dead, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of our, we pulled it, but it's not a pet card. Okay. We pulled it. Yeah, I think you need something to pay with the life, which is where we get the Kirik. This is where he comes in. Because now, hear me out, we pay life, we're fine. Because we gain it all back. And this guy lets us cast stuff for free, basically. I know you said no game changers, but how do you feel about the homeboy Bolas and his Citadel? Is this a game changer? It will tell me if it is. I don't think it's a game changer. I don't think homeboy Bolas is a game changer, right? Oh, it is. Okay. Lazy Maki, first time chat. Would Isochron Scepter work well? Yes and no. Yes and no. I think Isochron Scepter is really good when you got the like untap a billion things, do a crazy mega turn. Sorry. Crazy mega turn. I think this doesn't need to be an Isochron Scepter deck, to be honest, because what this deck could be is more of like a hang on. Let me see. How does Go-Go work? Go-Go the mime. Because I'm gonna copy until end of turn. Okay. That could be interesting. But we could also just go for like a oh, we don't have blue. Never mind. I was gonna be like, hey, we could just clone Kuja and get a crazy end step where we make like a billion wizards or whatever, right? And it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately. That would be sick, but it does not work like that. Now it could be interesting. It's not as interesting as I thought. I had some ideas. I'll walk you through it. I was like, what if we take Kuja, right? And then we hit him with like a not a sneeze, but you know what I mean? It's almost a sneeze. Virtue of Courage. And then Zesty Kumquats, first time chat. Hey. Oh, thank you for the bless you. Hey. Oh, this feels so good. You guys all while saying bless you. Yeah, Isochron is one of those. I agree. Isochron's a card that ISO that there's no way you have this with good intentions. You know what I mean? If I'm at my house, you know, I'm 40 or whatever. I hear a knock on the door. I come out. My daughter's there, and Isochron Scepter is wanting to take her to prom. What's your so what are your intentions with my daughter, Isochron Scepter? Let's just say I'm trying to hit it Narset reversal. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit that Narset reversal, you know? Isochron Scepter is a fuckboy of cards. Like, I cannot trust him with anyone that I care about. Because you're like, oh, it's not that kind of Isochron Scepter deck. I'm just using it to imprint. You're like, dog, what are you imprinting? A Path to Exile? You're just going to exile everything? No, get out of here. Virtue of Courage. Yeah, Virtue of Courage is a good replacement for Bolas' Citadel. I agree. Gleeful Arsonist. Let's take a look. A wizard? What? Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature, deals that much damage. Undying? That does seem good. Almost as good as... Oh, why is this guy not a goddamn wizard? Pyromancer? You're not a wizard? That's crazy. You know, Pyromancer not being a wizard pissing me off. There's got to be like, you cast a spell, you get a thing. I can't think of it. Oh, there's a... Is Sedgemoor Witch a wizard? No. She's a warlock. That pisses me off too. Why are these guys not wizards? We got warlocks, we got witches. Come on, man. Piss me off. That makes me upset. But this is good. Anything with Magecraft. Can I look up Wagecraft? No. Oh well. Wizard. No. I can't do. Okay. Greetings, Rack of Humans. Or nope, that I read it. I combined your thing. Rack of Hats. Greetings, human. Thank you, Rack of Hats. How do we offer decks for you to review? If you go on the linked comment on the Twitch and or YouTube, wherever you're reading, you can go on there, and then you'll be queued up for next week. I'll send out a big message to everybody who bought in today, and then for next week, same time, 11:30, we do the whole thing. It runs around 3 without game changers. Don't want it to go loads higher. Well, he's a shaman. He's summoning things. Okay, you're valid. You're valid. Fair. Yeah, the deck is solid, I think. Fuchsia, I think you just want more wizards, maybe. It depends, because if you want your wizards to do all the ping damage, you can keep it that way. We could also run some more like what is it? Some more graveyard stuff. Because what is it? Not think twice. What am I thinking? Faithless. I think faithless looting we can flashback. Oh, we've already got one. Okay. Yeah, like more stuff with flashback. Tricker Yepes. Magic the Gathering is science. You know what I mean? Is it all that different? Are you and I all that different, Trekker Yepes? You and I are the same. Cut from the same cloth, doomed to walk the earth, born of souls of space, time, and star stuff, yet to walk the earth. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Somebody clip that. What time is it? All right, 1:45. I'm gonna clip that. That was a banger. That was fire. More discard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we could use some more discard stuff so we can do more graveyard shenanigans. Because Faithless Looting is good, but we can use more like flashback. Boom. So we're never out of options. Is the general idea here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got a lot of these, got a lot of those. Galandos. I love Circle of Power. God, Circle of Power is so good. I pulled this card in. I had like 4 of them in my pre-release, and I was going absolutely insane. I felt real bad. Star Knight off the D&D. See y'all. Catch you later. Catch you later. Flame Jab lets you turn lands into spells. Excuse me, what? Flame Jab. Flame Jab. What? What does this do? Retrace. Oh. Now that's pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like retrace is good. We could do I like a if you want to be a freak, we can hit some throws of chaos, right? We can cascade and we can retrace and we can do all kinds of things. Throws of chaos is good. You know what I mean? Because then we could just be like, whatever, whatever. I don't know why it looks like this. Because usually it looks way cooler, right? It's got a bunch of baddies on there, but they finally did. I love Cascade. It's so good. But yeah, if you want to do wizard stuff, like I think your best bet is probably you can throw in the. I don't want to say gutter snipe because we just had this whole discussion about how it's like gutter snipe is, not the best, but in terms of what your deck is trying to do, I think we can afford a couple of these guys, perhaps. Purple Boy G, can I do a 1-sentence review of Mimeoplasm Revered 1? Yeah, let me look at what Mimeoplasm is off the top of my dome, and you'll get reviewed. XL up to X, enters 3, comes a copy. Purple Boy. Just play Moldothra. Just play Moldothra, bro. You're doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Why have this guy be a copy when you could just play the card from your graveyard anyway? Hey, I'm cooking. Oh, Kessig. Yes, I was like, I knew there was one of them. No, but it's different. Yeah. Is it though? Oh, it's a slime. See? Yeah. What do I know? Hey, bro, who said Kessig Flame Breather is a wizard version? This dude is a shaman. Okay? Banned. 30 minutes. You're in timeout. You've lied to me. Damn shame. Damn shame. Wow. No. But I like this deck already. This deck is sick. I think we could though. No, that doesn't work. It's gonna do. Oh, Corsication Mage. I think May said no Corsication Mage. Maybe they did. Corsication. Wow, I've never. Oh yeah, Coruscation Mage is in there. Don't worry, they're 10 steps ahead of you. What are people's opinions on proxies? You didn't ask me, but I agree. I think you should have proxies. The game can get so expensive, you shouldn't be priced out. Talk with your game people. If you guys have a lot of disposable income, do what you want to do. I think it's a healthier thing to spend money on than drinks at a bar. But again, it's a social aspect. Do what you want. I don't know. Don't do drugs, but if it's between you and if you're between well, I've got my heroin needle or my Magic the Gathering pack, and I don't know what to spend money on. Probably use your heroin money on the cards. Is all I'm saying. Because drugs will kill you, magic will just make you broke. So, it is what it is. I like proxies. They're cool. All right, dude, this deck is sick. I don't know what you like. I feel anytime you ask me to make a deck better, I feel like I just make it worse. Is my hat able to be purchased somewhere? I hate to say it, but Amazon, yeah. You can get it on Amazon. At some point, I'll probably make my own merch line, obviously, because I'm the GOAT. But I'll be shirtless and it'll be like a firefighter and stuff. But yeah, you can just buy the hat on Amazon. If you just look up avocado hat, you can find it. Although I should make like an Amazon referral link. That'd be good. Anyway, yeah, Molly, your deck is sick. Your deck is so cool. Why have you here? Like, what do you encounter the most trouble with? You know what I mean? Like, what do you when you feel the game is when you're playing it? You're like, fuck. I wish I had more card draw, or I wish I had more like creatures on board. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have trouble with? Because at the moment, I just want to. Yeah. No blockers. See, yeah, because you don't want to use your stuff as that. So I would still then add the where is it, bro? Young. Yeah. I'm gonna say you add in the young pyromancer's goaded. There's thank you for reviewing your deck. Gotta head out. Have a great day. Have a good one, Kay. Thanks for stopping by. It was great having you here. For sure. Yeah, job select trying to cover that is good. We could do like a trying to Cokes and Falls. That's a crazy pull. Cokes and Falls is very hit or miss. Tap target, untap creature you control, or bury. Oh, that's actually way better than I thought. I thought there was the glacial one where it's like you got to sack a land every time. Let me read it though. Okay, creatures can't attack you unless Cokes and Falls. That is actually interesting. Yeah. Because it's a world enchantment, so everybody has to pay 2. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I could see this being interesting. I like the Cokes and Falls. That's an interesting pull. What about my Corey Steel Cutter though? Banned in standard. There we go. Corey Steel Cutter. This thing's busted. Bink. Anything with flurry's busted. Brimstone. Roundup. Yeah. Big. Maybe. Witching Moon 88. Hello, Mr. Guacamole. That's my full like do you have my driver's license, dude? What are you doing? Love the channel and content, by the way. You're hilarious. Thank you. Yeah, on my Patreon, should be linked. There's a post, you can buy it, and then I reach out after the stream, I get all your info, and then on the next one, I go over your deck, I find out like what your vibe is, what you want me to look at and improve on or just react. You know what I mean? You can farm me for reactions, whatever you want. But yeah, it should be linked there. If not, you could just go on the Patreon, any Discord or any link and find it. It should be like, hey, this is the deck review stuff. So, yeah, Brimstone Roundup's good. What's the other one? There's a Monk. What is it? I don't know. I think that guy's blue though. Blue red, the little wizard, you cast something, you get a little guy. I know. We've already got Young Pyromancer. We don't need the other thing. Now this deck is solid. This deck is solid. May, we've already given you. You've already got plenty of options. Like your sideboard's really good. Obviously, my personal preference. You always throw in the Prisoner's Dilemma. You always don't. You don't need to hesitate about it anymore. Put it in the deck. It's fun. Let's go to our picks. Bolas is Citadel. Game changer, but really good because we will be really strong. We cast a lot of stuff, pay a lot of life, which is really good. We've got, I love a little bothersome Quay shit because basically it means all your cantrips now also goad something. So it's like do 1 damage. All right, everybody takes 6 damage or whatever from the wizards, and now you have one less thing coming at you. Basically, it's like removal almost. Bothersome Quest is really good. I bought this card like a year ago for like $5. I don't remember how much I paid for this because I only bought it for my my goad deck. That's not even like a Spellslinger goad deck. And I had no clue it got so expensive. Brimstone Roundup is pretty solid. I think I like probably Corey Steelcutter better just because it's prowess. The monks with prowess is really solid because you can make them really big, and it's each turn as well. Brimstone Roundup, I think, is not as good. You know what I mean? Because the target creature getting +1/+0 is okay. Only at sorcery speed is really bad. I love Descent into Avernus because you're just burning your opponents down, right? And that's what it's all about. And you get a bunch of treasure. You get to cast all your spells. The other thing is nobody's gonna remove Descent into Avernus. I have never seen anybody ever remove it because it's just so good. It makes everybody treasure. Everyone's happy about it. It's cool. Disrupt Decorum. I love it. Go to everything and stay safe. It's basically like it's like a Teferi's Protection in red. Almost. Don't take my word on it. Flame Jab, someone suggested, which I think is really good. A little bit of damage, a little bit of retrace. Solid. Geode Rager. 6 mana, but go to each creature. Basically, landfall, you remove somebody from attacking you, is really good. Gleeful Arsonist is really good if you have so many wizards and stuff. And that means now your spells do damage, their spells do damage. Undying is good because it means he survives a board wipe. I think Judith is probably one of the best cards, though, you could add because we already are casting so many little instants and sorceries. It does everything we want. It means instants that only do like 1 damage now will kill whatever they're attacking. Or we get blockers in the form of the 2/2 red imps, which do damage, and it's really good because that means they block. Chef's kiss. Judith is so good. I was honestly thinking about building Judith in paper because I think it's really cool. And I might, now that I might be inspired. I think Judith is really cool. Just really expensive mana wise, but we have our ways around it. Keurig, again, we can use our life to draw cards. Cooks and Falls is solid. Nobody can attack me. And Osier Axonil is probably also the other one I would instantly add to the deck just because it's so good. It's stupidly good. It means all our wizards do like 4 damage. You can probably you get Osier, you have your 4 wizards already. You cast like 2 instants and everyone's dead, basically. And then Stormkilling Artist, obviously you get treasure. Lord of Pain is fun. Throes of Chaos is fun. Torwaki the Younger, another option if you don't want Judith or if you have a Torwaki or whatever. They all kind of do the same thing. Really solid. And Torbrand, again, awesome. Valgabuff, maybe, if you want. I don't know. Quail, dude, love your vids. Noticeably, the fishing one recently. Drunk driving is how I found your channel. Keep doing what you're doing and never stop pursuing your passions. 07. Thank you, Quail. What a goat. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you like the fishing one. I like the fishing one too. Didn't do super good on the algorithm, but I don't care. I got to draw that little that fish from Fishtail, and so what are you gonna do? Have a good time. Yeah. So we're done with decks for today. We've gone through everybody who submitted last time, so my debt is paid to everybody. For those of you who got decks, I will be putting your stuff. I'll send you back your links so you can see what I put. Sterile Sauce, huge props on the effort of the dating sim video. Thank you, Sterile Sauce. Goated. Check him out on TikTok. He makes cool stuff. Like underrated cards. This guy's got a big retinue of cards. If you like, the dating sim video. We'll go back to just chatting. Dating sim video. I honestly had a ton of fun with. Wait, I did this wrong. There. No. Undo the crop. Undo the green screen. Oh, it's because I moved it, huh? What a fool am I? Huzzah. Okay. I love the dating sim video was really fun to make. Just because I was like, I've never seen anybody do this. No one's ever done something so goofy. You know what I'm saying? Static Shield first time. It really was a high production video. It was like, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. That's, if you haven't noticed, that's kind of the motto here is I'm gonna try it and see how it works. So I really do appreciate everybody for hanging out for so long. It's been a fun 2 hours. I will see you guys next week, same time. If you guys don't follow me on Twitch already, please do. I'm going to be doing more stuff exclusively on Twitch, just so that I can farm and try and get to a partner, an affiliate, so that way I can do even more fun stuff as soon as possible. So peace out, everybody. Thanks so much. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.